Oh my goodness me. Whoa, what a day, what a day, what a day. What? Yes, please. I'll have a glass of milk and I'll have some cookies. And then we'll see if everybody's gonna turn up again like they what? they they here already? Where? There they are! Hello! My goodness, I didn't know you were coming again. I like seeing you all. Yes, it's been a very, very busy day today. I've made some bicycles and some drums and some. I've made a guitar. I've made some action figures and some dolls. I painted a train. And I've been helping all the elves all day because the elves are very busy. They've been working very, very hard today, you see. They have been working very hard indeed, in fact. Yes. So I tell you what, why don't we all sing another song? Can you remember any of our songs? Yes, I know that we have sung a couple before, but I tell you what, why don't we make up a new song as we go along? Yes, you like that? I like that too. I tell you what, this one is going to be to the tune of Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Can everybody remember Old MacDonald from in school? Old MacDonald had a farm, but this time we're all going to sing Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Yes, because I have got a sleigh and I am Santa Claus. Yes, so we're all going to sing Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Shall we have the jingle bells again? There they are. We found them. Ready? Can you sing? And what should we have on the sleigh? What? We'll have a ball. What else? Yes, a skipping rope. What else? The bells? Yes, we can have jingle bells on the sleigh. And what else? One more. A bicycle? We have a bicycle. So we'll have a ball, a skipping rope, the bells, and a bicycle all on the sleigh. Can you all sing along? Okay, ready? Sit down. You can sit down if you want to. It's better. I like these. I like them a lot. They are lovely. I like jingle bells. I got two lots. Look at that. It's like being in a Caribbean band. Look at that. We can. Oh my goodness. Old MacDonald had a farm. Yes, we can do that. Yes, because they're really nice jingly bells. You like them? Okay, ready? We're going to put them down because we're going to sing Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Ready? Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Ho, 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 ho. And on that sleigh he has a ball. Ho, 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 ho. With the bounce, bounce here and the bounce, bounce there. Here a bounce, there a bounce, everywhere a bounce, bounce. Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Ho, 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 ho. And on that sleigh he has a rope. Ho, 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 ho. With a skip, skip here and a skip, skip there. Here a skip, there a skip, everywhere a skip, skip. Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Ho, 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 ho. And on that sleigh he has some bells. Ho, 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 ho. And on that sleigh he has some bells. Ho, 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 ho. With a jingle here and a jingle there. Here a jingle, there a jingle, everywhere a jingle. Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Ho, 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 ho. And on that sleigh he has a bike. Ho, 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 ho. With a cycle here and a pedal, pedal there. Here a pedal, there a pedal, everywhere a pedal. Santa Claus has got a sleigh. Ho, 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 ho. That's great. I like that one. I tell you what, shall we read another story? Are you all sitting comfortably? Let's grab a cushion. Go on, just grab one. I've got a cushion. We could have this cushion, or we could have that cushion. Or we could even have a teddy bear. But Teddy, you can't sit on the teddy bear. It might hurt him a little bit. Ready? So, I tell you what, we're going to have another story. And this one is one of my favorite stories about Christmas and about somebody being on a naughty list And then getting on to the nice list. This one, I'm going to take off my little mittens again. Oh, look at them. They are lovely mittens. Do you like them? And to put them over there on the different hat. And now we're going to read. Ready? I love this one. If you should really go out and get yourself a copy of that. It is an amazing one. It is called How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Zeus. Yes, I do like this one a lot. Are you ready? Everybody sit down, sit down, sit down. Santa loves this story. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Look at that. There's your little drawings in this one. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps his shoes were too tight. But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town, for he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath.
And they're hanging their stockings,
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here.
Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming.
For tomorrow, he knew, all the Who girls and boys would wake up bright and early, they'd rush for their toys, and then, oh the noise, noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise. Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand and the Who's would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?
Then he got an idea. The Grinch had an awful idea. An awful, wonderful idea.
I know just what to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a cloak. And he chuckled and clucked. What a
Great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer is scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said,
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said,
Get up!
And the sleigh started down towards the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were now dreaming sweet dreams without care, when he came to the first little house on the square.
This is stop number 1.
The old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two, Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row.
His stockings?
He grinned.
Are the first things to go.
Then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most unpleasant, around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns, bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorns, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch, very nimbly, stuffed all of the bags one by one up the chimbley. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee.
And now,
grinned the Grinch.
I will stuff up the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard the small sound like a coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said,
Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?
But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie and he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot,
The fake Santa Claus lied.
there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here.
And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her to drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 15:15 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with the load to the tip-top to dump it.
Poor to the Who's.
He was grinchishly humming.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry. Boo-hoo. That's a noise
Grinned the Grinch.
that I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, they were singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas
He thought.
doesn't come from a store.
Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys, and he brought back the feast, and he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. So the Grinch ended up on the nice list. That's amazing. I love the nice list the best. The nice list is my favorite list. Are any of you on the nice list? Have all of you been very, very good lately? Yes? Go on, tell me about it. What have you been doing? How many? Put your hands up. You must always tell the truth. Put your hands up. How many people have been putting their toys away? All of them? In every box? Not just hiding them under the bed or under a cushion? Yes. The best thing you can do is help mommy and daddy and aunties and uncles and grannies and granddads and everybody else that what you need to be doing is putting away the toys. Yes, if you put away the toys, that means when I do turn up down the chimney and I see you haven't got any toys, I might leave you some more presents. Some people don't have many presents at all, and some people have too many. I have to be honest, like the story of the Grinch. Christmas isn't about presents. Christmas is about being nice to everybody. It is a lovely season, and it's all about helping others. So you must always help. You must put away toys. You must help tidy your bedroom. Don't leave your clothes all over the floor. And just ask. Say to everybody, can I help? Is there anything I can do? That's the best way. We started getting a bit deep then, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to run off again now because, like I always say, the reindeer need feeding and they need walking because they don't fly around all the time. Usually they walk around in the snow. So I'm gonna put on my gloves and I'm gonna go out. So can everybody give me a big thumbs up like that one? Come on, big thumbs up. Put your big thumbs up. Now two. Now one again. Now two. Now the other one. Now both of them. That's it. And I tell you what, stay on the nice list. Keep doing everything right. Try your hardest. And just try every single day to be as lovely as you can. And then we shall all see you all later. Yes. Bye now. Catch you all soon.